What's going on, guys? Aero here and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video I want to talk to you guys more about Xenoblade Chronicles 3, as this is a video that I've actually wanted to make for a while now, but I just haven't had the chance to get to it. But maybe some of you guys are also not aware of this, but there's actually been more tidbits and little information about Xenoblade Chronicles 3 that hasn't actually been made available outside of Japan. Now, in case some of you guys don't know, we actually have an official Japanese Twitter account for Xenoblade. It's at XenobladeJP on Twitter, and ever since the reveal of Xenoblade 3, this account has tweeted little tidbits of information about the game and just some aspects that actually haven't been made available in terms of the information outside of Japan. So we can see right here scrolling through, they've talked about the characters and just some other aspects, and the Nintendo of America localization team has also tweeted about this, but they don't actually fully translate like all the information that the Japanese account tweets about. Like if we scroll up here, you can see right here that there's like this little mini paragraph here about some of the areas and locations that are going to be inside of Xenoblade 3. But if we take a look at the official Nintendo America like translation of it, it just says who's looking forward to exploring the world. Like it doesn't actually translate this little paragraph of information. So there's actually a lot of kind of cool little tidbits and things that they've shown inside of these tweets. The account unfortunately hasn't been tweeting anymore, but ever since Xenoblade 3 was revealed, for the next couple of days since then, they had tweeted information about the characters and just some other little aspects of the game. So I do want to talk about it because it does give you guys some more insight about each character, and I want to talk about it, give you guys my thoughts, and kind of give you an idea for maybe what these characters could be like, as well as some aspects of the game. So luckily, we actually have this really amazing Twitter account. In case some of you guys don't know, it's called Xenoblade EN. So this is a fan account that actually translates all of the information fully from the Japanese posts. So it's really nice that we have this. Definitely go and check them out because they're really awesome for doing these translations. So I'm going to scroll down here to the very bottom when these translations start, and that's when we can really take a look at kind of everything that it says about this game. So the first one that we have right here is of course the protagonist with Noah. So it says here, this is Noah, a Kiev soldier who bears a bright red sword. Despite his slim physique, at a young age of 18, he boasts quite an impressive physical power. Doesn't his appearance stance remind you of an awesome samurai? And I mean, he does have a really awesome design, so that's really cool. I'm a big fan of Noah's design. I love like the jacket and everything that he's got going for him. It also says here, Noah is Kiev's departurer who sends off soldiers who've died on the battlefield. His experience with the deaths of many friends through war has led him to question why there must even be fighting between these two warring sides, and it looks like that's definitely going to be kind of like a big important part of this game, because the whole like aspects of playing the flute comes down to kind of like the souls that they're kind of witnessing being kind of going into the afterlife and stuff, and there's a lot of cool stuff that they're trying to do with this game, so that'll be very insane to see. Then we've got Mio here, who says Mio is an Agnes soldier who uses twin rings. She is extremely agile and good at avoiding attacks. She is 19 years old. Her ears are somewhat distinct. So of course they're mentioning her ears because she is of course Gormati, which is a race from Xenoblade 2. And then it says here, Mio is also an Agnes Offseer. She has serious yet gentle personality, and although she seems to draw hope from others, she seems to hold her own concerns. So they're kind of making a little mysterious here with Mio, like she's got some concerns, maybe she knows something that maybe the other characters don't. And it's also interesting to worth mentioning is that Mio is the only character who's actually 19 years old. You're going to see every other character is 18 years old, which I think is kind of interesting. Then we also have here this just kind of basic translation of what the game is going to be about, where it says, in this world of fighting to live and living to fight, nobody knows when their comrades may lose their lives. The sacred sword of the two Offseer songs for the departed is beautiful and somewhat sorrowful. Now, this is kind of cool because it's saying here, nobody knows when their comrades may lose their lives. I really hope that's not like trying to foreshadow like characters that we're really going to come to love in terms of our party members who could be passing away and stuff. That would be really unfortunate. I'm sure we're definitely going to see probably a lot of like death and stuff, unfortunately, because that is just how Xenoblade games work like that. Moving forward, we have here Lance. So it says here, this is Lance, another Kiev soldier like Noah. He is 18 years old and makes use of his large physique by wielding a sword that also functions as a shield. He is a reliable ally who fights to protect his friends, so he's definitely reminding me a lot of Ryan, like a funny kind of guy who's always there for the main guy with Noah, like how Ryan was there for Shulk, and he's going to be like the big tanky character in this game, so that's awesome. I really like him as well. Lance has been with Noah since he was a child and will protect protect his friends at any cost, even his own life. Because of that, he is reckless and his actions are somewhat worrying. So the one thing that's kind of interesting about this that I've seen a lot of people talking about is that it looks like that this character is probably a actual Machina character from like one of the races that's inside of Xenoblade 1. And the thing about Machina characters is their ages are like really high up. Like usually they're like thousands of years old. So the fact that it says here that he's just 18 years old, it is making people kind of a little bit kind of thinking as to what this character could really be. Like, is he actually a Machina, or is he just some other new race that they haven't talked about yet? It is kind of interesting though how every character does turn out to be 18. So I feel like something is kind of fishy with that, and you're going to see more as we look into more of these characters. The next one that we have here is Senna, and it says here Senna is an Agnes soldier who is known for using a massive hammer. She is 18 years old, she works with Mio using her superhuman strength. Quite hard to imagine such a small girl carrying a big weapon. Here, I think that a lot of people have kind of talked about that Senna is probably going to be a blade. I think that makes a lot of sense, especially with how she's got like the ether lines here going through her body and stuff. A lot of people think that she's probably a blade, and that's why she's able to have like that type of strength and stuff. So I could definitely see that also being the case, but even then, she's got an age here with 18 years old, so you're definitely seeing that with a lot of these characters. And then here's one of the more really interesting ones. You got Uni here, who's my personal favorite character, and it says here Uni is a Kiev soldier and a user of a staff which also functions as a gun. She's a childhood friend of Noah and Lance and seems to excel at healing in battle. The wings on her head seem familiar, so of course they're alluding to her wings because that does make her a high Entia. But if she is a high Entia, then why is her age still 18 years old? It's so weird because it does mention that Uni is also 18 years old. I don't think that this translation mentioned it. Maybe it's like in here with this thread. It says here Uni has a sharp tongue which makes her come off as rude. Uni is rather good at academics, she respects Noah, and has a close relationship with Lance where they can speak freely. She has a strong sense of responsibility to her friends above all else. So yeah, and then it says here also worth mentioning that Uni is 18. So yeah, it says here that Uni is also 18, and of course if you played Xenoblade 1, high Entias don't age like that. They're usually, like Melia was like 88 years old. So it's just kind of interesting how even though she's looking like she's a high Entia character, she's still 18 years old. Then we've got Taion here, where it says Taion is a soldier of Agnes who uses a mysterious paper-like weapon known as the katashiro. He has taken a liking to and calls them Mondo. Only 18, he is quite the skilled tactician who supports his allies. His glasses and scarf are quite the look, eh? It says here Taion is working alongside Mio and Senna, who trust his high level of insight and tactical judgment. On the other hand, he has quite the cheeky personality. On the other, he sometimes is too cautious, getting easily annoyed and impatient when he doesn't understand something. And then here we've got some more interesting information about kind of the world of this game itself. So it says here, the world of Xenoblade 3 is known as Ionios, a land of two nations. In the open field, you can see the area and giant monsters. In addition to the ability to swim, there also seems to be a ship-like vehicle. Going across the tightrope also seems dangerous. And this is really interesting because it looks like here in one of these images, you're actually going to have like some type of boat vehicle. I don't know if you're actually going to get to like control this or if this is like a cutscene, but it would be so sick now if you can actually just like turn into this boat and then like kind of maneuver around the water and stuff and get to new islands and explore. If they even bring like the flying from Xenoblade X and you could fly around like in mechs and stuff, the exploration in this game could just be really awesome. The armies of Kiev and Agnes are based on giant mobile weapons known as the Iron Giants. There are a dozen throughout Kiev and Agnes which contain an independent unit of soldiers and serve as a place of living. I'd like to visit one. So that's talking about these giant structures that we can see right here. So this is obviously a giant Kiev structure. You can see it's definitely very mechanical looking, and then this is definitely a giant Agnes structure which we can see with the ether here as well. It'll be interesting to see if they have any other purpose. It says here the Iron Giants where the soldiers reside are known as colonies and are numbered. Some colonies seem to have roles such as weapons manufacturing instead of purely combat. So this is also really cool as well because they're bringing back colonies. Of course, colonies were inside of Xenoblade 1 where you had like Colony 9, Colony 6, and it says here that they're also numbered just like in Xenoblade 1, and it says here that some colonies seem to have roles such as weapons manufacturing instead of purely combat. Then we have here some information about the Nopons, where it says here Nopon will also appear in Xenoblade 3. These two are Riku, a Nopon with thick eyebrows, and Nana, a Nopon who wears a chef's hat. What other kinds of Nopon could appear? So this is also cool. We actually got their names. So this one is Riku and then this one is Nana. I don't think that these are actually going to be the playable Nopon inside of the game. I think these could just be like important characters or maybe characters that you're going to meet. I don't think that they've shown us the playable Nopon yet. I think like that's still going to be something that they're going to hide. Maybe we'll see it in the next trailer because there's no way we're not going to have a playable Nopon. And then here's also a very, very interesting thing. It says here, remember back to the previous trailer, a mysterious man told Noah and Mio and the others, you're not enemies. He gives off the air of someone who knows more than he leads on. What exactly is this land pierced by a large sword? So this character has a lot of stuff and a lot of theories that I've seen about it. Unfortunately, I can't give you my full thoughts about this because it does kind of dive into spoilers and stuff, and I don't want to spoil that in a video like this where it's just kind of like neutral stuff without spoiling anything. So in terms of this, I will talk much more about it in depth into my video talking about Xenoblade 3 story, and I promise that video will be coming very soon because I've got a lot of stuff there, so that'll be definitely going into spoilers for Xenoblade 1 and 2. But yeah, I definitely do want to talk about this. Now we have this really interesting chart here, and I think we actually have like the full translated chart right here. So we can see right here that it has both of these sides that are at war in the middle. We've got this side here with this character that everybody is presuming to be Melia. It says here technologically advanced country Kievs. Then we've got here Noah, we've got Uni, and then we've got Lands. We also have like their relationships here. Then on the other side here, we've got Agnes, who is a country talented with using the magic technology of ether. We've got Mio here, who's a soldier officer, often draws enemies' attention, protects her allies. Tyon, who's a soldier, a combat specialist capable of supporting his allies. And then Senna, who's a soldier, powerful offensive attacker. Lots of information here. We really get to kind of see the relationships between these characters. And then of course the one interesting thing once again here is we have this picture of like this character, and it's kind of giving you question marks like which side does he belong on? Is he on this one? Is he on this one? It seems like they really want to kind of keep that a mystery, so it will be interesting to see what this character's role really turns out to be. But yeah, that is all the information that we have right here. So you can see that this is little tidbits of information that we got to learn about the game that wasn't mentioned before on like the website for Xenoblade 3. It wasn't tweeted about on the Nintendo of America account, but I'm very happy that we do have translations for this, so that's very nice. And it does give some more information about the games. Obviously not anything super insane, but just some more information to kind of think about, so that does make me very excited. And so yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed these translations as well, and definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know what you guys think. And so yeah, there you go guys, that's all the exclusive information that we have about Xenoblade 3 that's only available in Japanese right now, but we have the translation, so hopefully you got to see some more information about the game, and maybe there's some things here that got you kind of more interested. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, then definitely be sure to click that like button, and also comment down below and let me know what you guys think of this. What do you guys think about some of this little information here? Does it make you wonder about other aspects? Definitely be sure to comment all of your theories down below and let me know. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Xenoblade content in the future, so definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to become a part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.